So Auburn's offense is going to get the chance to start this game off. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk. And that means one team, which won a conference championship, is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the team...
They pressure him and get him. A loss back to the 7-yard line.
Now that's how you get a playoff game started for a defense. You come up with a huge sack like that, get this offense behind the sticks.
Second and long, backed up at the 7-yard line. And the wideout goes in motion. Breaks free. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It's a rough opening possession. They now backed up. It's 3rd and a mile. Scanning the field. It's Knight. Running out of time in the pocket. Ball knocked loose in the end zone. Here's a scrum. Who's got it?
Talk about taking the opportunity when it's there. Force the ball out and forget the scoop and score. Just fall on the thing and get yourself 6 points.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open score. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Receiver in motion now. Looking to throw in the opening snap of this playoff game. Receiver makes the catch. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. That ball snagged for a completion. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. And the quarterback keeps it here. Gets into space at the 50. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And the receiver's got it.
The defense does a nice job of forcing the quarterback here to be patient by playing zone. They run a crossing route. Defense is there, but not able to break up the catch.
Caught in the backfield. It's Thompson. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. And they'll use the ground game here. He shreds the tackle.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Back to pass. It's Knight. Grab down the middle. It's Davidson. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. 3rd and short here in this playoff. It's the 9th play of the drive coming up. Good enough for first down yardage. The offense gets set for the 10th play on this drive. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He escapes the pocket. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. To shotgun handoff here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will he have to settle for 3? Out of the gun now on third down. Avoiding the pressure, moving out to the right. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. So another third down conversion. Now they're set up at first and goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Second down and goal upcoming. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Tigers, as they fight back here in this playoff game. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Here comes the point after attempt. And there's the point after. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men who are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
And Ward's out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. So second and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Oh, he traveled for a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Punt team ready to boot it away. And here's the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. It's a draw play. Inside the 45. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Davidson. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. It's a quarterback keeper. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Play action fake. Looking to throw. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Bennett.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Gibby keeps it himself.
Now, how about that? Good job by the offensive line and quarterback. They pick up this 1st down here on 3rd down and 1 with the QB sneak. There are a lot of bodies crowding around that line who's able to find just enough space to pick up the 1st down and a new set of downs.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Becoming a solid drive. They got a 1st down right at the 49. Looking to throw it on 1st down. That's caught. It's Bennett.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
Caught near the sticks. It's Bennett. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the ball. Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. 8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for the wideout. It's nearly picked off. He couldn't hold on to it. Don't expect that from such a reliable defender. Brings up 4th down now. And they'll kick it away here. And the kick bounces and goes out of bounds down near the goal line. Outstanding work by the punter. The offense begins this drive, backs to their own goal line, set up at the 3. Got the 1st down and still motoring. They stop him at the 22, but that's important breathing room on this drive. The offense lines up now, no longer backed up against their own goal line. 1st down across the 20. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. The Sophomore with a strong tackle there. Here's the 2nd down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. On 4th down, a short toss to the running back. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And we'll see what he can do on the return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Trying to convert with the sweep.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the 1st down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the 1st down.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. It's Auburn in front as we take a break for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Off play action, he's looking to throw.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Chris, how about the combo there of speed and power to be able to get to the quarterback here by this defensive lineman? Auburn defensive lineman, one thing you can always count on is they have speed and they have an awareness to know how to pressure that quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking right, this one caught. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a 1st down. They trust the running back to convert on 4th down. Now let's see if they keep feeding him here. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. Important 2nd down play coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. 1st down and 10. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Checks this down to the running back. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. Offense set up. This is play number 10 in this series. The receiver grabs it. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Ball back at the 6 for a 2nd and goal off that loss. Quarterback drops back. Has caught. Can he get in? Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. They moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he'll be brought down. So forget the time field goal attempt. We're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive call.
Oh, how about that, Chris? Bear Bryant's looking down, smiling on that call. 4th down and goal. You go with the goal line formation. You bring the defense in tight, and you still overpower them for a touchdown. Thing of beauty.
Try to add to the lead now for PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Back to throw. It's Knight. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They're going to take it away for the 2nd time. See if he can make something happen with the return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Offense trots that onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. Going to run it. It's Freeman. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. Now it's 2nd down here. Takes off in a bootleg. Caught behind the line. It's Freeman. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete. And it brings up fourth down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Makes a nice move there. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Simmons. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Catch made on the right side. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Auburn getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. He hands it to the back. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Same tailback, another carry. He's got the first and still going. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10. Quarterback still with the football. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Dropping back. It's Knight. And he dumps it off to the tight end. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30. And a first down. First down here for this offense. Looking for a gap. It's Robinson. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. 3rd and short here in this playoff. It's the 9th play of the drive coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. It's complete. They convert on 3rd down now. Sets up 1st and goal from the 9. The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Simmons. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. 3rd down and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone. They try to sneak it for the first. Lowers into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
PAT puts them up 3. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner looking to create better field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Trying to find some room. It's Freeman. The running back has been busy today, but not much to show for it. Defense all over him again. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? It's a short completion of the tight end. And the punt team now on to kick it away. This will be fair caught at the 30. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Gets it out quickly to the left side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense getting set. Second down play here. To throw, it's Knight. Oh, and it's nearly intercepted, but dropped by an excellent defensive player. It's going to bring out 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. A deep shot to the left side. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. Pass interference. Defense will have to regroup now after that 15-yard penalty. So the offense comes up now on first down thanks to that costly penalty. First down, looking to throw the ball. They'll be tackled. Have to wait and see what this penalty marker is about. So that offensive penalty will be declined, but the defense, they're happy to take the result of that play. They look to throw it here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The ball is caught. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. He gets it away. Directional kick with nice distance. They'll begin with a quick throw to the left. Past the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackle, but first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw again. And it's incomplete. A very quick throw. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Caught quickly. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing a deep shot toward the end zone. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. He made it. 3 points on the board. And that will tie the game here.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
We come away with 3 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. The sure hands. It's Thompson. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. Grab behind the line. It's Davidson. Tackle is made. Just a short gain after the completion. Can he get there on the ground? Running with purpose. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Offense on the field to take over. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. That solid pursuit, they'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Second down, we're going to throw it. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Quick completion to the tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. He's going to try to return the punt. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. To the air, it's Knight. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Looking to pass here on second down. Over the middle, it's Davidson. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. That's caught. It's Thompson. Second effort, their defense cannot stop him short of the marker. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Takes the handoff. It's Welch. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the quarter. They'll stop him for a loss. And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. And it's a direct snap. He gets loose. Defense makes the tackle, but that wildcat look does produce a first down. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. The sure hands, it's Welch. They bring him down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10. Auburn now operating in the red zone. Makes a quick catch. Tackle at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. We're going to go with the wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Direct snap. Touchdown, Tigers. And they jump on top here in the second half.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. They're going to run it. Great cut there.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaks a tackle in the clear now. They get him down, but a solid run by their freshman. This is becoming a productive drive. A first down at the 47. Short pass finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Grab down the middle. It's Bennett. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 6th play of the drive coming up. Looking for some space. It's Freeman. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the clock. Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Spins away from defenders. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play. 3rd and short here in this playoff game. The 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the tackle, but the offense now set up with a first down at the 21. Handoff here from the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Trying to keep this impressive drive going, but the loss makes it second down and 14 here. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Falls incomplete. A lot of heat on that throw. 11th play of this marathon drive, but it's 3rd and long now. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, nearly an interception down there in the end zone. Could not quite hold on. It'll bring up 4th down now. So they're short on 4th down. The coach decides to trot out the field goal team. Knocks that one right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he takes this from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Quick throw to the left. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Design quarterback run. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. On the ground, it's Welch. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. A draw to the back. Looks like Auburn will have the first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. He decides to keep it here. Powering through. Defense finally gets him down, but he showcased the shiftiness on that play. Second down after that run on the previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. The pass rush gets home.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short in the 7th play of the drive. It's a shotgun run call. That's big. They convert on 3rd and set him up first down from the 32. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
And sack sets up 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Knight. On the run, he'll let it go. That's reeled in. It's Thompson. They stop at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw him. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. The long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Just standing there, gets hit again.
They just felt that one coming. 3rd down and long. Those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. He got it. The field goal's good.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they start the drive. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. And he will be stuffed for no gain. And here comes the punter onto the field. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. Ball handed off. Gets the first and still running. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. A solid run, good for first down yardage. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. Second down play coming up. To draw play. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Offense facing a third and short from the 41, and they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw. Punting ready to boot it away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking for a gap. It's Freeman. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Offside, defense.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. But we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Now we run a draw play. First down, looking for more now. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The defense swarms. He's going backwards. He'll lose 4 yards on the play. Didn't expect to lose 4 in the first down run. Set up now second and 14. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Out of the gun now on third down. A deep shot to the right. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Back to throw. It's Knight. Lets it go quickly. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Brought down quickly, but the gain moves the football to the 30.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the fourth quarter. It's third down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
Oh, and it's incomplete. What an opportunity for a desperately needed takeaway. Couldn't quite come up with it. He'll hand it off. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. The quarterback keeps the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Getting set. Here's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Pass is caught on a comeback route. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Moves out of the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle. For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Touchdown, Auburn. Still no answer for this offense. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short connection to the tight end here. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Over the middle, it's Bennett. And it's good for a 1st down of the 36. A new set of downs after that completion. Back to throw again. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
First down sack pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. They're looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. Now on 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. He cannot hold on to the ball. That's going to bring up 4th down. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And it's incomplete, and the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes. The offense now has great field position to start the drive. And the defense smothers him for no gain. 2nd down after that previous play. Takes the handoff again. They finally stop him at the 8. It'll be 1st and goal. 1st down and goal here. Touchdown just about puts this game on ice. And the quarterback keeps it here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. To throw, it's Knight. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Tigers. They finish off the scoring drive. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Craig.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Extra point try coming now. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the offense trots back onto the field here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's a wide receiver screen. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense with a 29. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught by the receiver. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. First down. Looking to throw the football. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Here's the 2nd down play. Looking for a man. Catch made over the middle. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Bennett. And they've got him. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw yet again. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Quick throw to the left. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted.
Just when it looked like they might make this a one-score game, the quarterback gives it back to the defense. The climb just got steeper, and they're running out of time here in the 4th quarter.
And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Important 2nd down play coming up. It's a quarterback keeper. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. It's Knight. He's running out of time here. Tried to use his legs to make the first down. Couldn't get there. And now it's a 4th down call. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. And that one's straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. And looking to throw now on first down. Makes a quick grab.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the ball is hauled in. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Running back has it on a screen now. And they make the stop, but the screen pass fools the defense enough to pick up first down yardage. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Running back grabs it on the screen. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. 4th down. The offense will go for it. Looking for a receiver. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. These playoff games, it's win or go home. So one side can continue to dream about the national championship. The other side suddenly, Kirk, their season is over, but it's been a good ride.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. It's easy to focus on the team that advances, and they should be happy, obviously. They had a great year. They're going to continue to go on. But the team that comes up a little bit short, you can see the emotion down on the field right now. They put so much into this year. Hopefully they'll be able to learn from this and come back even stronger next year.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.